There's a mute button. You gotta press the mute button, the unmute button, so you can hear. What's up, guys? How you guys doing? Happy Saturday. Saturday science type shit. Sesh and science, man. Okay, where we at? Let's make sure. I found a new little playlist for background music. We'll see how it does. We'll see how it does. Chat, how we doing though? How we doing today? Let's see who's all in the chat. Let's see who's in the chat. Zero, how you doing, buddy? Click, click. How are you? Jake the Dad, B3, Agent Orange. How are you? Raspberries, nice to see you stopping by. Michael, how you doing? Ronan, AS, Rabbit. Hello, Mr. Rabbit. Simrell Saturday. A little Simrell Saturday action. Yeah. What's up, Too Quick? How you doing? How you doing? What's up? What's up, Darth Domo? How you doing? Rick. How are you? How are you? Adam. Nice to see you. Ooh, Sunday in Australia. I'm not ready for Sunday yet. Not ready for Sunday yet. Let me turn up the noises until I can figure out how to actually put them through the screen speakers and not just like my speakers. We gotta figure out how to do it. We gotta figure out how to do it. Yo, really got delivered today? The day before your birthday? Fuck yeah, man. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Evolution. How are you? Science. Yeah. You enjoying your Simrell? Hell yeah. Johnny, how are you? On a call with work? Nah, fuck it. Mute him. Mute him. I'm kidding. Don't get fired or nothing. Don't get fired or nothing. About to rip it? Good, man. Good. So I'm always talking about trading stuff, right? Especially if I need something in my collection. I did a trade. I just got it today. Look. I needed it for the collection because I didn't have an official full one. I'm gonna show you. Hold on, let me do the little. I need to get my button set up. I was just looking at desks again. I'm gonna get a new desk, a big old desk. I'm gonna get proper camera setups, proper screen setup, so I don't have to move anything. Get my stream deck going. Get a better placement for all this shit. So I can just come down here, Sesh, have a whole little vibe. I can press a button to change the overhead camera. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. All right, what do we got? Let's do this here. Boom. It's an OG. I actually don't even have one of these cases either. But I didn't have one. I didn't have an official complete OG Omni. So I saw somebody just found theirs. And they're like, hey, is there anything in the marketplace that I should look at or whatever? And I was like, yo, and they didn't really quite know what it was. I was like, hey, that's like a gem. I actually need one of those for my collection, so if you're ever interested in trading or something, let me know. I'll be happy to hook you up. And I took care of them. We did a little trades for some Simrell and other stuff. I kind of want to rip this. I'm going to clean it first. Actually, let's just clean it right now. I'm kind of hyped on it. I don't have any of these cases. I don't have this case. I'm gonna clean that out too. But I like to clean my stuff. I'm pretty picky about that particular. I'm surprised that hasn't broken. So I'm pretty hyped on this. I got this tip already. But I don't have the old school Omni mouthpiece or old school Omni stem that is a production. Oh, is that condenser stuck? Oh, that condenser feels stuck. That's okay though, because I'll try to get it out. Let's see what we can do here. I don't want to bend that condenser either. Oh, these condensers are so thin. I'm gonna clean it. I almost feel like I gotta soak it. No ring. The no ring connection is clutch. Let me tell you. But I saw this on the online and I had to have it. I had to add it to the collection. I have OG Omni stem like this that I found at the headquarters. There's like no logo or anything. I was like, George. I was like, can I have this? He's like, yeah, go ahead, take it. No logo. No airport. I don't think there's a logo on it. I have it in my box. I'll show you. But anyways, I really wanted this for the collection. I did a little tradesies. Now I gotta finesse this condenser out slowly but surely without squeezing the condenser and crushing it, because Dynavap condensers are incredibly thin. Ooh. Can I not? Does that not thread in all the way or what? He told me it was stuck. And I was like, just leave it. I'll get it. It's fucking in there though. Let me tell you, it's an OG. It's an OG. It's years old. Years old. Evolution, rip it, man. Have you found a favorite way to rip it yet, or what? How are we doing with that? Seeing I'm not spending money on a car, I'll pull the trigger on a rally in 4 to 5 weeks. All right, send it. Thanks for cleaning my engine and sending it back and even making it better. I really appreciate you, and it's working amazing. I was trying not to soak stuff and just wipe it clean, but I guess eventually you'll have soak stuff. Yeah, it's always good to soak stuff, especially after a while. I will tell you with the Simrell, if you just keep up with the maintenance every couple of days or at least once a week, you won't have to worry about anything. But I'm glad it's working better for you. I'm glad it's working better for you. Yeah, that's that OG. Yeah. Which do you like more between an Vaporizer and couch log? I'm struggling to make up my mind. No, I wouldn't even struggle at all. It's an Vaporizer all day. Couch log, I was incredibly disappointed with the cost and what I received for the cost. Woodworking is nice, and you know, it does rip. It does rip, but you get way more value with an Vaporizer. That's not even a difficult suggestion there. Mr. Vapes, happy to see you. It's been a while. When will the new Simrell items be up on the site? 11/28, Black Friday, official Black Friday. All the things are going to be available on that day. I still got photos to take. I'm going to be doing a pretty massive giveaway on Instagram, so make sure you're following the IG. I'm going to get a little wild next week. Gonna get a little wild. Okay. A bit early for the Sesh, but you're gonna break your rule for today. Send it, Notorious. I like the way you're thinking. I did immediately reach out. Yeah, you don't see these often, and it's gonna go to a great collection. I have an absolutely insane collection of Dynavap stuff. One day I gotta take a picture of all my like OG stuff. I've got pretty much I believe I have every single released Dynavap tip available, along with the slight variations. There's like 3-ish tips that I don't have. 3 fin, which is like 4 of those made, and I forget what else. I don't even remember what I'm missing anymore. The ones I don't have are rarities that I'm not really too worried about. Jay Visual, how you doing? Jay Wattis, how are you? Just ripped a rally on a rainy Sunday. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Absolutely a rabbit. Hey. Thanks for the follow. Let me see who did that. My screen's too small. I can't see. Lebin Gat. Thanks for this follow. Appreciate you.
Yeah.
Whoa. Yeah. All right. I kind of want to get this out, but you know what I can do? Ooh, Bull Troll visited me. If you don't know, here's a micro. This is a pink ivory. I don't have a bog oak one because I didn't bring one home. I saw this pink ivory and I was like, dibs, I want one. So I grabbed it. I wanted to show you what it looks like. Here you go. So here's a micro with the co-pilot. Nice airport divot. Don't mind the heat exchanger. Yours will look way prettier. I'm just pushing this thing to see how fucked up and gunky I can get it before refabbing it or refurbishing it and making it look like raw tie. Just not even been used pretty much. I've been hitting it with every beefy torch I can. It takes a lot to discolor these heat exchangers, believe it or not. You gotta like not clean it and really beat it up. And that's what I'm doing. But there's the co-pilot. Here's a little sneak peek of the new stand that's coming. Ooh, she pretty. It's the first time I've actually got like a production of something. Anyways, this one I'm packing. What do we got? There we go. Nice. Quick tip: when you get a Simrell, grab a stand. Okay, grab a stand. It's such a game changer. I'm gonna try to, in the future, when I increase my resources and maybe can make these things a little faster, make them a little cheaper, maybe start trying to include them in a starter kit or something. I don't know what I'm gonna do with them, but they're definitely needed. Because here's why. It cools down really, really quickly. I've been scrolling on the online, the interwebs, and kind of seeing what people are talking about, what people don't like about the Simrell, maybe if somebody does have something negative to say. And what I have heard is, there are some people that don't like that you can't remove the heat exchanger without a magnet. Well, I did that on purpose because it's a lot more efficient to cool down thermal mass with something like our stand, as it's a heat sink to strip all the heat out. And you don't need any additional tools because it cools in 15 to 20 seconds, and we have these really cool things called phalanges on the end of our arms where we can actually just use our hands to disassemble. We don't need any additional tools. So with that being said, it's incredibly clutch to grab a cooling stand. So if you have one, or if you have a Relly and don't have a stand, I'd highly recommend it. And if you don't have one yet and you're gonna grab one, I'd highly recommend a stand. Plus, magnet stands don't really keep your devices very stable. When you have it on a stand, it can topple over. Another reason why I designed the stand the way that it is. The whole domino effect that I've dealt with Dynavaps for a long time, like sitting on that top shelf before I reorganized everything. You bump that shelf with all my devices standing up and it's just a domino. Boop, all of them fall over. They all fall down. I don't like that. Oh shit. I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready. Oh shit. Oh. 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 Oh, hold on. Let's. I don't know why I do that. Sometimes I underestimate this fucking thing and I just start. It still gets me. Yeah, that's facts though. That got me. Oh shit. Okay, where we at? Oh shit. Your first official vacation of the year starts Monday? A week off? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. What do you clean the engine with to get rid of the torch marks? Little silver polishing. There's silver polishing sticks. I feel like I should have a bag of them nearby. Here, let me do a quick Google search and I'll tag it. Hold on, give me a quick second. Silver polishing sticks. Here you go. 40 pieces, $8. They last a while and it makes your stuff look brand new. Really, really, not just bullshit. It's pretty impressive actually. I'm quite hyped, which is why I want to beat this up, because I want to do a first person video like cleaning it. So you can see that it's not going to be, that they're not going to look like shit over time. Like, no dig at Dynavap, but when you get a cap and you use it a lot, it does this pretty quickly. Now you actually probably can clean it up with those silver polishing pads, but you gotta be real careful. There's not a lot of material on that cap. So you want to be pretty careful. Longtime OG followers and large collector. Happy Saturday. We'll add your 199 and some S goodies. Hell yeah, Brian. Appreciate you. Yeah, I like it. I like it. Will your titanium stem for the new proxy spin a pearl? Will your titanium stem for the new proxy spin a pearl? The joystick? Will the joystick spin a pearl? I think so. I haven't, I think so. But maybe not. I can't tell you 100%. I will actually, side note, talking about that, I'm going to do a deal on those Puffco joysticks. I found a tray that I completely forgot I had. And it's going to be the last generation of those that we make. We're going to make a new gen next year. So if you want the first generation of the titanium joysticks, wait for Black Friday. It's a good time to grab one. I wonder if the new really would fit my Simrell Wenge case that I bought with the FMJ a while back. The length of it, probably not. Not in XL. A micro build will, yeah. It'll be a little sloppy, but it would fit. Yeah, it does. It does, I agree. Darth Domo. I gotta fucking not forget the D in Omo. Although I'm saving money for the wood stem case, co-pilot, etc. Hell yeah. 1128. 1128. I'm glad you like it. We've been playing with different variations, and this one was just classy. It was very classy. Nothing crazy. Sticks with the same style and vibe, and it'll still fit in the 3D printed cases, which are clutch. So I want to have, not only functionality but reverse compatibility. With the engine, how far are you supposed to put the CC down all the way to the bottom? With the engine, how far are you supposed to put the thermal capacitor you're talking about? Probably should engine every 3 months along with my baller heads if... yeah, I feel that. Yeah. Trying to save a bit. T&IH also got a Blazer PB207. Hopefully be the single torch lighter that don't break on me. It should. The PB207s are clutch. You've been pondering a texture sleeve design that could help my dumbass with nerve damage find my airport. The wood's gonna help with that. But we can definitely do laser exteriors. We've got the technology, or we did texture on our rolling tips. Our rolling tips have texture on them. It'd be cool to have wood base to drop the cooling stand in. Definitely not needed. I just like the wood. Yeah, maybe what we can do is make a little station. Like think about like the case. Like if we were to do something like this, right? But like just this part. And then we can maybe have something where, maybe it's like a blend of this case. You know what I'm saying? Where you have a little spot for your material, you got a little spot for a debowler, maybe a spot to lay your device down if you want, or some parts. And then you can just drop your cooling stand in there, and have like a nice little wood stash area. I like that idea. I like that. What about a good case for the Simrell? I just showed you, but I'll show you again. So this is a case that we're going to be releasing on 11/28 as well. So this is a really nice tray that we make in-house. It is 3D printed, believe it or not. It's actually pretty impressive though. We're using engineering grade plastic. It's PETG. It's got a nice latch system with detents. So these spots here are little detents. So that way when you position them, they're not just rattling the fuck around, because that's real goddamn annoying. I even got a little TPU gasket right here. That's an anti-rattle. So when you put your device in here, it doesn't rattle back and forth, which is real annoying. Hold your stand. We've got gaskets around this storage area, whether you want to put flour in here or parts or whatever. A gasket around the device area as well, so we can reduce odor. It's not odor proof, but it's odor reduction. We've got a AVB area that is optional, and if you want to use it, you just push. You push on the side, it lays flat. You lift this out, push this in, boom. Now you have a little sesh area. And then like when you're done with it, you can just empty it, flip it backwards and empty it. Keep it like that if you don't want to use that. So it's a pretty cool storage solution for right now, and we'll continue to refine storage options as we increase our capacity. How much is the cooling stand? These ones, I think they're probably gonna be like $35, give or take. What's up, Carlos? How are you? Yo, what's up, man? Looking forward to the co-pilot. Will covering the airport with the co-pilot affect the heating method? No. Oh shit, that link posted like 14 times. That's really stupid. Why is this starring words? What the fuck is that? Dude, that was a monster fucking link. Yeah, I know. Hell yeah. What are you finding out before then? Did I miss something, Cyclops? Hopefully I didn't. What's up, man? You about to Simrell with the homie? Hell yeah. Let me know what the homie thinks. When you clean the engine, how often should you take it apart? You don't have to take it apart that often. I mean, I rarely fully disassemble it. It's not necessary because you can, doesn't mean you have to all the time. You can just simply swab up the top and on the rest of the device. Maybe if you combust and there's like a lingering taste, maybe you can if you want. I mean, you can take it apart whenever the fuck you want to, but you don't have to take it apart every time. I just wanted it take apartable so we can have that option to replace things if things need to be replaced or update things with future refinements, etc. See what I'm saying? Here's the new cooling stand, just came in the mail tonight. I like it. Hell yeah. Do you notice a big difference with the cooling and the interface? If you find a good way to deep clean the sandblaster while keeping the finish, I haven't had any discoloration on mine, but curious. No. I know a lot of people like to use like denture cleaning tabs and hot vinegar. Five commercials. I try to eliminate the fucking commercials. It's annoying as fuck. How do we, can we not just eliminate commercials on Twitch? That's really fucking annoying. I don't know why they gotta do that. I watch on YouTube, on your TV, and chat on Twitch. That's a good idea, actually. Really always in the case cold, or can it handle the heat from a fresh use and no melt? No, you're gonna wanna let it cool down before you put it in a case. Keep it in the stand. Make sure you can touch it. If you can touch it, if you can hold your hand there on it and it's still a little warm, you're fine. But don't just freshly use it and immediately throw it in the case. You're gonna melt it. You know what I'm saying? Small torch fit in the case. If you can find one that fits. I didn't dedicate that spot for a torch in particular. I was trying to keep the case as compact as possible while keeping as many features as possible. I was thinking about opening it up so a PB207 could fit, but it's gonna have to open up even more, and I was just like, it ain't fucking. I don't want to do that. Yeah. How much would the case be? Anywhere from $35 to $40. I haven't decided yet. We're just now finishing up an entire run. I did a whole fucking month and some change. It's been like 7 weeks I've been printing. And if these things sell out in like a week or like a day, whatever, like a week or less, I'm buying more printers because these things take a long time, believe it or not. And I'm pretty fucking stubborn. I have to make everything myself. I could probably outsource these, import them made cheap as fuck, maybe probably injection mold them internationally. But I'm fucking stubborn and I want to do it all myself. So it's gonna start somewhere, right? But anyways, yo, dead ass, this ain't coming out. I really want to hit this. That condenser is like fucking frozen there though. It's an OG Omni for everybody that's tuning in and may not know. Which way do you suggest putting the thermostat? I'm assuming you're going to say thermostat discs. I'm assuming that's what that is. So let me show you guys a good place to go to find this information. So if you go to the Simrell website and then you go to, you know what, I need to make a page. I need to make a page for the fucking Simrell. I need to reorganize this whole fucking thing too. But if you go to the Simrell website, let me show you. I'm going to show you where you got to go. I need to make like a, I don't know, a fucking assembly guide or whatever the fuck we would call it on the website, just so you can easily find this instead of having to dig all around. That's my fault, so I apologize, but let me share this screen here. Simrell Titanium, share. All right, so we are at, here's the website, okay? You go to the website, hey look, it's me measuring parts. I actually like that photo a lot. Anyways, you go to the Simrell Titanium, and if you scroll down, boom, here you go. Here's your quick start guide. And this is going to tell you everything you need to know. It's going to tell you what everything's called, how to assemble your devices, how you want your thermostat discs to be installed. We're going to show you how you assemble everything, disassemble everything, and then give you some tips and tricks for heating. I always recommend that you guys heat with the hybrid zone first. You're gonna paint the heat exchanger from below the air intake all the way to the bottom of the heat exchanger. First click is gonna be low temp, second click is your higher temp. And then once you get that dialed in, then start exploring. I've definitely noticed some feedback I've seen online are of individuals that like refuse to take any advice on how to use it, and the feedback is based upon how they're using it, the way they want to use it, which is kind of frustrating to see online because it's information that obviously other people read, but horse's mouth here. Start there. You can find all that. If you follow that quick start guide, you're gonna be golden, I promise. Now, trust the process. Don't rush the process when it comes to heating with the torch. You got this. Anyways, Cyclops, you bought the joystick. It'll be here on Tuesday. I was just wanting to know if it will spin a pearl or no. Oh, it should. I mean, it fucking spins it in my proxy or my peak. It should. Okay. Any surprise gallery drops on Black Friday? As of today, no. Do I get? I'm gonna fucking doubt it. I'm gonna doubt it. It's all hands on deck. I mean, we've got what, 8, I think, different species of woods, 2 different sizes, so that's 16 variations of the wood stems. And we're building inventory on all of those, including inventory for the bog oak XL and micros are going to be $199 for an introductory price, which is absolutely insane, by the way. Like, my guys looked at me and was like, you sure you want to do that? I was like, we're going to just do it, dude. Let's just fucking do it. So we don't have a bunch of extra time to sneak in a gallery. I do know there are a couple of Galaxy Burl new heritage stems available, or that need finished. Are they gonna get done in time? I don't know. So maybe I'm fucking 98% sure that's a no, but I don't know. What would the difference between the polished finish and sandblasted finish be? Well, your polished finish would be polished. Sandblasted is going to be sandblasted. Your sandblasted, I would say, would be a really good choice for a daily driver beater. However, polished would also be a good choice. Yo, Mr. Vapes with the 10 gifted, bro. I appreciate you, man. I need to get a gooder fucking boom, 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 boom noise. Yo, I appreciate you, Mr. Vapes, with the 10 gifted. You guys are the shit. You're the shit. I appreciate you. I was talking about polished versus sandblasted. Polished, you can use the polishing pads to get out any minor marks if they're there. So really, they're both really durable. It's just going to be, do you want more of a satin finish or a polished finish? I think at the end of the day, that's the difference. Yeah, well, this is PET, so it's a little better. Yeah, I think so too, Rabbit. Your site is a bit of a cluster. Yeah, the site's a clusterfuck. Anybody have any suggestions to help me refine this fucking website? Like, the biggest thing that I've been trying to do is like, how do I refine everything and make it easier for other people to navigate? I know what it all means, but fuck, man, it's shit. Navigating it, if you don't know what you're doing, it's shit. It looks great, photos look great, all that, but navigating, if you don't know what you're doing, it's stupid. I don't like it. Hit the Omni mouthpiece with a PP207 on the low for a second or two. Always help me free stuck up goo. That's not a bad idea. I don't want to anodize the titanium because it's so fucking thin. No, obviously I can't fucking. That's hot. That whole fucking thing is hot. I don't want to burn myself here. See, why did I take this? Oh, W. That pushed right out. Dark Domo, I appreciate you, buddy. That's a good perspective there and solution. It was a torn O-ring. See that? So this is what happened. The O-ring was fuckered up in there, and it got all fuckered up in there. So now we're just gonna replace that. We're gonna let this cool down though, in a spot that it won't burn. Fuck yeah. Now we gotta clean it. Fucking W, bud. That's what I'm talking about. Larry, will I be able to use my old school Omni midsection with the flat mouthpiece stinger that I just purchased? Yes. I'm vaping with my Simrell watching the stream, really enjoying the convection rips with a larger flame technique where you bury the flame and pull at the first click. Crazy flavor, right? Large flame like this Spitfire. Bury it to the inner blue flame for about 10 to 15 seconds. Pull at the first click immediately. Don't experiment. Don't try to do hybrid. Don't fuck around. Bury it 10 to 15 seconds. First click. Incredible flavor. Loose pack. Straw technique is really good. Or a little scoop pack in a light tamp just so it doesn't fall out. Incredible convection flavor. Even as fuck. You're not getting this dark as fuck AVB on the top and green on the bottom. It'll get you going. I'm glad you like it. What a difference a ball vape makes. It just makes me want more different options. The ball vape is, a desktop in general is a good device for sure. Will the torches be restocked on Black Friday? I should have all the torches in stock, right? Or does it say I'm out of stock? Because I shouldn't be. Watch this. I know a guy. I should have all those in stock. The Blazers. Except for the Firefox. I need to get some more Firefoxes. I've been sidetracked training Hunter, and Olivia's last day was 2 weeks ago. I've got somebody new I'm training for QC, getting them up to speed. So it's been just fucking crazy. On top of throw that into Black Friday and then my week off last week. And what you got there is a lot of shit to do. So I get sidetracked. Let me look real quick. They should be in stock. Oh, well, I guess that's a problem. I don't know why it shows I got 0 Blazer PB207s, because in fact I know I do. So good looking on that. Let me go ahead and adjust that quantity. Boom, I got you. PB207s, what else don't you see on there? I'll go through, of course, before Black Friday and do a double check, make sure we got what we need. I am not going to have any more Blazer CG001s. I just prefer the PB207, and the flame lock is a lot better. It's better to have a flame lock. Maybe, yeah, I don't want to say I won't. Maybe down the road, but right now, meh. I haven't cared to stock the CG001. I like it. I've got one. It's like the perfect, I'm not going to lie, it is the perfect like book bag. It's like the perfect book bag lighter. Maybe I need to get more. It's the perfect book bag lighter. Like, you ain't got to worry about no fuzz or none of that shit. It just doesn't have a flame lock. That's the only thing that bothers me about it. But it is a really good lighter. I would have never offered them if I did not like them. You ride a bike by continuously rotating the pedals around this area here. Nah, I'm gonna just run beside it and look cool because I own it. Facts. That's pretty much, I swear to God, sometimes I feel like people buy things just to say they've got it. How much will the new threaded stems be for the people that already have a Simrell and just want the wood stem? About $60. About $60 is what I'm trying to aim for price-wise. Believe it or not, adding the notch and the threads to the stems, as simple as they look, is fucking not. And there's a lot of work and variables that come into play with that. And of course, I'm not using aluminum threads or stainless. I gotta use titanium. It's titanium threads, so, you know, there's fucking that. That's a good idea. That's a good idea. I can't be mad at you for doing your research. In fact, I think everybody should do their they should do their research, but always take those O-rings, I guess, are gonna be fine in there. Be careful the advice that you take when you take advice and get opinions. Opinions are always good to get or have, but when it comes to advice, be careful who you listen to and where you get that advice. What are the wood species again for the stems? Pink ivory, black and white ebony, African blackwood, purple heart, walnut, cocobolo, olive wood, king wood, bog oak. Yeah. Yeah, the heritage. I like it. I think that's what we're gonna go with. What do you guys think about the heritage? That's what I'm thinking about calling these stems. Just the heritage vortex or the heritage stem. I don't know. What do you guys think? I like it. I like it. It's classy, I think. You're basically paying for the engine and then getting an exotic wood stem and stinger for $25. That's an amazing deal. Yeah, no, it's absolutely insane. It is absolutely insane. But I'm gonna be honest with you, I think it'd be a great opportunity for folks who want to get into the Simrell ecosystem, but a $300 price tag is a little more than what their budget will allow. Being able to grab one for $199 is a fucking deal, I think. I mean, it's a really good deal. I want to get, so I bought, what did I buy? I bought the Ray-Ban Meta glasses, and as soon as they were delivered, they were in the fucking mail on the way to me, and the Gen 2s came out, so I returned them. And I want to get the new Gen 2 Ray-Bans because I want to do some more first-person view videos of the manufacturing of Simrells, all the steps that it takes to manufacture a part from raw material to in your hands, and have a first-person video showing that is going to be really valuable, I think. So we can share what it actually takes to make this stuff. I saw a comment somewhere where somebody was like, metal tube should never cost that much. Okay, I almost want to like tell somebody I will pay you $600, double. I'll pay you double what I charge for my product if you can make it cheaper. If you could feel comfortable selling it cheaper than what I sell it for, and do as the same quality, I would I'd double it. And if somebody were to do it, let's say they have a CNC machine. One, I really don't want my shit replicated on any of their equipment, but I'm just saying, if you think about the time and engineering and programming and all of that into play, you're already beyond $300 to do it yourself. And if you're gonna do it in your garage, it's not happening. So if you were to do it in your garage and it'd be just as good, I'd pay you $600. Fuck yeah, I would. I'd do it. Just because I know it's a fucking challenge. That'd be you'd start getting into it and be like, fuck this. How much is your time worth? You know? How do you adjust the CCD in the engine? You push it down with the condenser until it snaps into place. There's a ring for it to snap into place. I agree. That's true. That's true. Yeah. No, really, you would save so much money. Now, to be fair, though, the Simrell Heritage line, or the wood units, I don't know what I'm going to call them exactly. I'm really stuck on Heritage, I think, but I don't know why it's so difficult for me to name products. I don't want to name any cheesy shit. But retail price on those are going to be $260. You're going to save a couple of bucks between titanium, you know, but there's still a tremendous amount of fucking work that goes into making them. Yeah, okay. CNC machines are not cheap, that's true. You're 6 figures minimum. Stainless, I'm gonna try to get stainless next month. I'm gonna try. We'll see, but I'm gonna try. Is that how much it really is? Is it really $600? Will there be a device eventually to sit down the CNC engine like the other one you had, where it would just push it with adjustable? I'm not sure I understand the question. I'm not understanding the question. Okay, let's clean this like I said before. I have not seen a mouthpiece, an Omni mouthpiece like this before. This is really cool. Man, Dynavap before 2019 and earlier, just classics, man. Absolutely classics. So there's no fucking chamfer on those stems, or that? That's wild. That's just a hard 90. That's sharp too. I'm surprised that was sent out. It's interesting to watch and see Dynavap's progress. Makey, how you doing? You know what? Thanks for the reminder. Let me send a message over to my supplier and see if I can get some more information on those. I should have had more. No, those are still stainless. Those are all custom made liner here in the U.S. and the cost difference between stainless and titanium is astronomical. And for the function and flavor, I did not tell the difference. I don't want to tell the difference between titanium liner and stainless steel liner for the stem itself. So it is still stainless. I did notice you can insert the connector end of a Dynavap tip in the really bowl to set the CCD at half bowl position perfectly. Don't have a need myself, but it was a fun discovery. Okay. Hell yeah. I don't know if you ever noticed, but those chamber walls are all tapered. The early years of Dynavap on FC is extremely interesting. Yeah. Yep. The early years. I'm not gonna lie to you, I miss Dynavap of that era. The 2019 and earlier era. There's definitely some combustion events that happen inside of this chamber. Shit blends into the back of my background. Whew. Combustion 100%. That's okay. See why we clean stuff? Just clean it. Just clean it. One of the good things about analog vaporizers or manual vaporizers or stick vapes, whatever you want to call it, the fact that we can disassemble everything and clean them is really nice, and it is, in my opinion, like an understated feature of these things. Now, some are easier to clean than others. But there's no batteries. And this thing is what, 2016 for this Omni. The sharp edges on this tip is crazy though. Like you move different. If you move wrong, you're slicing your fingers. There's a fucking wild burr on this. That's sharp as fuck, dude. Holy shit. These tips don't feel like they were finished at all. Like, this might have been straight off a CNC machine. O-rings thrown on and sent out. That's crazy. It's early though. I don't know if these were made when they were sending them out to the shops. I know like early on, the first few, I don't know the numbers, but there was an amount of Dynavap tips that were metal that were sent out. I also fucking inspect metal parts. I don't know, I've been doing it professionally for fucking damn near 7 years. Looking at metal parts over and over and over and over, thousands and thousands and thousands of metal parts. So I'm very particular about the finish of parts. I don't ever hear it mentioned online either. Like some of the stuff that I get and the prices that I pay for what I get is crazy. Like no finishing on the metal parts. Yeah, a lot of the heat and where most of your heat is needs to be tie. I prefer tie, I should say. It's always fun not knowing where progress is going to come from. What do you mean by that? Definitely a dumb question, but the new stems will not include the 8mm adapter, right? That is correct. Maybe what we'll do is add it as an option, like at a discounted price. Like if you wanted to grab the threaded adapter, maybe it'll be a discount or something. Like if you check out with a stem and the adapter at the same time, you know what I'm saying? Let's see. You miss everything before 2020? Man. Dude, I'll tell you what, there was not as much drama inside of the space at that time as there is now. Like you got, like for example, you got like Cannabis Hardware selling the wireless one-hit wonder. And of course that's making some people feel certain types of way, which I totally get. But I saw it and I was like, what's happening? What? Excuse me? And then it started like, you know, a whole thing. Or then like Cannabis Hardware using like the Terp Chasers Club lined baller system that like we can all say, you know, Terp Chaser brought out that, you know, lined ball housing to the market. At least I'm not aware of a configuration like that. It's just getting fucking weird out there. But it wasn't like that back in the day. Not that crazy. Not clean enough. I'm thoroughly cleaning this Omni, and we're gonna run it. We're gonna fucking run it. And then I want to run the firewood. Oh. I might take this to the shop and finish all these parts in my finisher. Ah, but then it won't be original. We gotta take that into consideration. See, This is back when Dynavap had never mind. Let's see what I got for O-rings. Fucking O-ring grooves are deep as fuck. I mean, I'm not mad at that. That doesn't feel terrible. Yo, there's a lot of sharp edges on this device. I don't like how tight that is. I wish I had my O-ring master pack so I can throw a red silicone O-ring on these, because the red silicone O-rings are like self-lubricated. So like they, in this instance of the Omni condenser where it slides in and out, it would be really clutch, except I think this O-ring groove is gonna be too deep. Let's see. Oh no, that's perfect. That's insane. That's a fucking 5x1 too, not even a 6x1. Okay. That works gooder for me. See, I miss this. I miss this shit that Dynavap was doing. Although the only issue I had with the Omni condensers, and one of the reasons why I personally developed the telescoping mouthpiece, is when you spin the condenser, what happens is sometimes it just spins and doesn't actually move. So you gotta you gotta kind of break it free a little bit and then start. And then it should, in theory, open up some. Yeah, there we go. See that? And then they always tapered the front of the condensers because it mixed with their condenser interface was always between the tip and the front of the condenser, and it acted as a needle valve. It's an OG right there, man. Stores in Pickle vs. 1, Serbian dude with a CNC. I agree, it is very nice to be able to clean every part. Just bought 2 of those alcohol pumps on Amazon. I can't believe you're the first person I've seen use them for vapes on video. Oh yeah, they're so clutch. I've had this one for years. This one I've been fucking beating up. It's got the plastic top. Don't get the plastic top because the plastic starts flaking and it's bullshit and it gets in the Q-tips. I need to get a metal one. I just keep forgetting. Rabbi, want to kind of try and get a fire with 11, but I miss it every single time. I hate that drop method. Just take my money and put me on a list. I feel that. Besides the quality of a product, people don't realize how much time and effort go into learning R&D. People that say the really is expensive don't understand what they're paying for. It's mostly definitely worth it. Yeah. There's a lot of just, and like, I don't want to use ignorance as a derogatory term, because ignorance is, you just don't know. Right? It's not necessarily a derogatory term, but it is ignorance. You just don't know. You don't know what goes into it. Like, People don't know that when you go to the store and buy meat on the shelf, that like there's an animal that had to die, and then it went through this entire system of being butchered. And like, for example, ground beef has like now up to 9 different cows inside of it. But people don't know. They're like, oh, ground beef, it's on the shelf. Oh shit, it's like $4.99 a pound versus $3.99 a pound. That's bullshit. What the fuck? Without really thinking about what it takes to do that, you know? That's okay. That's okay. Hopefully, I can do my job and help educate a little better on what it's like to make things in the U.S. You know, we don't have 2,500 CNC machines in a huge fucking factory somewhere, you know. We have 2, sorry. We have 2. I don't want to lie to you. That'd be a lie if I told you 1. I got 2. And I paid for them. Like, I bought them. I don't have any investors. So, like, whenever I make money, I just invest into my business and buy equipment. Instead of walking around with, like, Gucci belts and Rolexes and Ferraris and whatever the fuck. I say that because, like, I'm real bougie, I guess, when it comes to shit like that. Like, I really like Rolex watches. They're a statement piece, and they can get you into rooms that otherwise you wouldn't get into. And I'm really obsessed with cars. Like, really nice cars. That's why I call it an engine. That's why you always see me refer to it as a, you know, like a Ferrari or whatever. But it ain't the time right now. We gotta make a generational business for my family and my kids. I want Junior, well, maybe my kids' celebrate, or maybe Junior and Jay celebrate a 100-year anniversary for Simrell. I want Simrell to be around 100 years. I'm giving everything I got. Set up my family for success. I gotta be the one in my lineage to do it. You know what's crazy? You know what I'm just thinking about? Me, Austyn Simrell, am a passionate enthusiast. I'm not just bullshitting. You see my shelves, you see I get the shit. I enjoy the fuck out of this. And as a passionate enthusiast, I'm trying to take what I've learned from the industry and make something. And add value to the industry. And compete with import products. Big companies worth hundreds of millions of dollars. We got people trying to shit on what I'm doing. I never put it together like that. That's wild. You think it's just hate? Like, just hate, just jealousy or something maybe? Like, just a proper hater? I don't know. I never thought of it like that. Like, I'm legit trying to take on, like, PAX. PAX makes shit products. They look good. They got really good boxes. Manufacturing on PAX actually looks pretty fucking good. But whoever uses it don't really vape. You know what I'm saying? Like, we really out here trying to take on, like, Stores and Bickle. You know? Alright. Let's hit this bitch. Yo, I've not hit an OG like this in a long time. It is crazy how sharp the edges are on this device. Let me wipe this inside down of this cap. Now, the one thing I never really liked about the Omni is to be able to adjust the depth. I've always had to take my tip off, put it back on, and then hit it. And then if I wanted to reduce it, I had to be able to visually see how much I'm adjusting it. It's one of the reasons why, like, the airflow valve that I have, because adjustable airflow is nice, right? People like options. People want to be able to adjust that airflow. I want you to be able to visually see with your eyeball how much obstruction is happening in the airport. All right, let's try that. Freshly loaded. Let me show you. Boom, that's what we're running. 2016 OG Omni from Dynavap. Blocky 7 fin. I'm not running a Dynavap in a little bit. Let's where's my pedestal? Here's a good one. Boom. Perfect. Perfect. No, it will not come with it. I think it would be absolutely hilarious if you went on Shark Tank and shocked the world by turning down all the shock offers. Yeah, that'd be wild. Yeah, that's facts. Crazy, what's going to be for sale for Black Friday again? Sorry I missed it. Wood Simrell 199 introductory price with a threaded wood stem, stinger mouthpiece, condenser, intercooler, full titanium Simrell engine, new stands, 3D printed cases, co-pilot clip, and the stems individually will all drop. All right, let's hit this fucking thing. You know what? Let's go iconic with the Aomi. It's definitely a classic. I'm gonna flip it the other way around. I think it's supposed to go the other way around. I think I have this flipped upside down. Fucker's hot though. What's that AVB look like? Out of curiosity. Whew. Hot cap. Fucking hot still. It's still hot. When you hit it with, when you heat metal with a torch, I don't know if you know this, but it gets hot. Hot. That's how it's supposed to go. I had that fucker flipped upside down. Yeah, that's better looking. Yo, it's crazy. Look. Where's this? So, is this technically Dynavap's first, like, titanium vaporizer? Right? Like the first gen? Because technically, this is also my first gen. I've got an XL, of course, or a standard size, but look at the length size. That's wild. Size-wise. Respond real quick too, buddy. Where am I at with the chat? I got fucking sidetracked. Will the drop be at midnight? No. Could be. I don't know. Try finding an OG M17 Dynavap. I got one of those. It is a rare collectible, yeah. Yeah, this one's 2016. The guy she tells you not to worry about, that's facts though. The difference between them in performance is it's wild actually. It's a lot of power in a tiny package for sure. Yeah. No, this is cool though. This is it's a cool little piece of history. It's already used, so I don't feel bad at all about using it. But I'm glad I have it in the collection. I got a wild Dynavap collection. I'll have to share it at some point. I got one. I'm kind of excited about it. I ain't gonna lie to you. It's fucking dope. It's dope to have for the collection. I like it. The collection is, again, I'll have to show you guys one day. The fact that I had, so the first stem that I got of the OG Omnis was this body in particular. So to have a complete one come in the collection is exciting. Like how it was sold, you know. I already started my Dynavap collection, was 6.5 years ago. There ain't no stopping now. Throw it in its little classic case here. Call it a day. That rattle. Springs. All we need is a spring in there. Just need a spring in there. Gets rid of that. All right, let's hit this Firewood 11. I was thinking about this yesterday. You know, not that box. Where's that box? This one. Yes. My Blackwood XXX, I think is gonna fit perfectly. This box is full of an unbelievable amount of wood stems. But the XXX is gonna be perfect for this firewood, I bet. Fucking plenty of room, bud. Alright, let's clean this because I know this ain't clean. XXX, if you're not sure, or if you've never seen it, it is a long stem that we made sometime last year, I think. Maybe the year before that. The intent being to fit inside of the cannabis hardware metal pipes they made to replace the glass core with balls, because one, I hate balls, and two, glass breaks. So I wanted to make a insert, and then of course you could throw the stinger in there and have your cooling interface and the whole vortex cooling. It was actually really cool. But anyways, I remember this one was longer, and the firewood ecosystem accepts 8mm stems. So this might be actually a good reason to bring some XXXs back. And do we bring a XXX back with the threaded end? We could. Totally could. No reason why we couldn't, actually. Just bring it back up to date with a notch in it, and maybe a slight taper throughout the length somewhere. We could probably do that. It's not a bad idea. This is one of the things I love about our Vortex cooling system, and it's why we've been in business for 7 years. The Vortex cooling system really works. It's set a standard for handheld devices. I mean, our intercoolers are in how many devices at this time? It's really annoying to see, you know, because it is a patented product. And at some point, there's gonna have to be something done about it. But regardless, it works really well, and things like this get me excited because now I've got my own vaporizer that it's adaptable to, of course, right? But also we can use this same technology for other devices, so you're getting a lot more for your investment. And see, what's nice is if you've already got a Stinger mouthpiece, all you need is a longer condenser. Everything is reverse compatible within the ecosystem. It's why it's part of the reason why we developed a telescoping condenser inside of our Stinger mouthpiece. You can adjust that pressure vapor mixture chamber, so the airflow, by moving it up or down and adjusting that airflow gap. Or you can just simply swap out the condenser to a smaller condenser or a longer condenser, depending on if you've got a new stem or you want to go XL to micro or whatever. That way you're not forced to buy a tremendous amount of new parts. It's that reverse compatibility that's important to me. And I think a lot of that comes from being a user myself. You know, I don't want to force you into buying a bunch of shit you don't need just to buy a bunch of shit you don't need. You know, especially if we offer things separately. Now, the only thing is with this long condenser, you're going to need about 2 or so Q-tips to bust through, or just clean both sides if you want to do that too, if you have like minimal condensers. Or look at that, I haven't used this in a fucking long time. All I do is clean this bitch and it's ready to go. Alright, I think we'll taper that down. Oh yeah. Look at that. Look. And I still got access to my airports. So I can just flood in my airports right here. I definitely want that divot in there so I can easier find that airport. Look at that. Add some vortex cooling. Oh, it's fucking hyped, actually. Shit like that makes me happy. Little things like that. Dun, 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 dun. So Mango, you don't know if you want a micro or an XL version? Well, you're in luck. Because whatever size you choose, you will have the option to grab the other size individually if you want. So if you're like, fuck, do I want an XL or a micro? Just know that introductory price is fire, right? And you could get another stem, basically. So an introductory price with a stem is what it would cost you just to get the device by itself. So think about that, right? So if you want, you can get a bog oak in whatever size you want and then get another size individually. So that's cool. I never thought about it like that right now. Place a magnet into the rotating door right under where it meets up on the inside of that case. Now my dynos don't rattle, and I have a decapper built in. Yeah, that's a good idea. Yep. Wizard stem. Yeah. Corella DeVille type. Yeah. Can you bring back the exotic wood scoops? Maybe in the future. Have you ever heard about the Vertivap? Talking about that thing right there? I have. What's up, Gonzo? I need a poker pipe attachment with a 14mm joint and threads for a Simrell Vortex stem for the straight piece. I got some shit I've been working on that I hope will come out next year. Boom. All right. Cool beans. Let's put the box over here. I want to make a walnut stem now because I want the walnut to match the firewood, just so we have matching wood.
Got him!
It's a little finicky where the airport's at on that. I need to bring that airport up so I can use my middle finger to flutter if I want to. We'll have airflow valves too, so we could either keep it wide open, or you could shut it completely if you really just don't give a fuck about an airport. I was gonna do that because that was on level 3. I want to go back to level 1 and just see how it smooths out. I'm not even gonna tamp, I'm gonna just throw it in there. I'm gonna just throw it in there. Click once. Wait. One click with a hold down press. That vibrated twice though. Interesting. You didn't know I had a Vertivap? Yeah. Getting one of those firewood 11s are pretty dope. Yeah. Do a walnut stem for this. Okay, that was fucking nice. That divot is going to be real helpful to find where the airport is. That little airport divot. Airport notch. Whatever the fuck we want to call it. That'd be helpful. When is the case for the Simrell drop-in? 11/28, Black Friday. Flat mouthpiece with airport block, it would be nice for that. Yeah. Do you know which you like more between the firewood and the tiny mite? Oh, firewood all day. I don't even have to have the firewood that long to know I like the firewood better. I'm not the biggest fan of stem loading, for one, but I might be making a trade with a community member for a Purple Heart tiny mite. So I want to try that tiny mite with the updated heater because I know that Purple Heart is updated compared to the walnut that I have because I have an earlier generation tiny mite. So I want to try it with a refined heater and ecosystem or whatever was changed in it. But these are like 250, 260 or something, 255. I don't know. About the price of a VZ, and tiny mite's $200 more than that, I think. So like that alone, this and an enterprise Simrell at $200 would be way more value for somebody's collection than a tiny mite, in my opinion. That's my opinion, though. And my opinion isn't law. If that makes sense. Like it ain't. It's just an opinion. Everybody got different opinions, and that's okay. All right. 9:30, a little 9:30 action. Let's empty this out and do one more at the lower temp mode. Go to the first heat setting that it has. The Firewood 11 is pretty nice, man. I like it. Like, the performance is good. And I like it a little more because the handcrafted behind it. Like, I know these are being finished by hand for sure. And there's love into that. There's soul. You can feel that there's soul to this device. And it comes through with the vapor. Sometimes you can tell when somebody's making something just for the sake of making something or a response to the marketplace versus like really giving a fuck about what they're doing and know what they're trying to achieve. There's a big difference there. Quick press and then press and hold. Quick press. There it is. I'd run this for a flavor chaser. Like I wouldn't get this to run hot temps. Will it do it? Fuck yeah. Well, it'll chuck clouds. But this can do this. This is pretty damn good, flavorful wise. Fuck yeah. I really wish Tiny Mite were more verbose with their changes, and $450 shouldn't have you guessing at what changes they made with each revision. That's true. The Tiny Mite, are you talking about? Or the firewood? They change stuff all the time without any notice. I've heard the newer walnut ones are upgraded as well. If true, secondhand gets confusing. Yeah, they should have some sort of differentiator. Why so vertical today? Oh shit, are you on mobile? Did it change for you? This is, you should, do you have an option to change the view? Because on YouTube I have it to where it'll go vertical and also horizontal. So I'm assuming you're on your phone. So I don't know if you have an option to change that or not. If not, and you want the horizontal view, which is usually good, or go to Twitch. Go to Twitch, you get that. You see nothing but good things about the Firewood 11? I think it's fucking... This is my first Firewood device, and now I want more of them. I want the Firewood X or the Fat X. I want the 9, I want the 8, I want the 7. I want all of them, really. Start with the 1. Start with the first gen. I don't give a fuck. So neat. Have you or are you on the spectrum of ADHD? Just curious. Yes, sir. How big would you see if that chambers? What? I don't know what that means. Very OCD about things. Yeah, I'm pretty wild too. Notorious, I'm running the Firewood 11. Kind of blends into my hoodie. When is the flare stream? Been looking at that for a while. Dumbo said it's weak though. What a bummer. Yeah, no, I saw that. I've got it right here. We'll work towards that, and the Vong X and the punch, the Danny Vape punch. We'll work towards that. But yeah, Dumbo said that the batteries, the 18650s, drain pretty quickly, and that the 3 is better. So that's a fucking bummer. I didn't even really open. I opened it to take pictures, but that's it. I didn't even fucking use it, and I'm already like, damn. There's 2 separate streams on YouTube? That's fucking interesting. How big is the chamber of the Firewood? Oh, like 1.7, 1.8. I measured it the other day. If you pack it full. I want to try let me try like a tight pack. Just for shits and giggles, let's just... Although it does say in the instructions, like, a light tamp. So maybe we'll do a light-ish. A light-ish tamp. Strain wise, sour apple pie. It's called autism, diagnosed by one Dr. Richard Kimball. He did not kill his wife. Oh, Jesus Christ. Autism, though, is hilarious. I really want to see if you agree with the flare or if I'm just an ass. I'll tell you. I'll tell you. What about the back M? Oh, the back M? Yeah, this fucker here. Which I'm hyped about because I got a glass mouthpiece that's going to fit my back. My big back, whatever. Yeah, we got to hit this fucker too. It's gonna be an interesting one. I got a couple of shits to play with, but one thing at a time. One thing at a time. You feel me? You feel me? Ooh. The terps on that. Yeah. I fuck with that. I think that's my setting right there. Whatever the stock temperature setting 1 preset is on the firewood or the firewood 11, I think that's where I'll stay. I don't need to go hotter. I don't fucking need to. I don't want to. See if I can oh look, I can shake it up to mix it. See if that gets shit everywhere or not. Guess we'll find out. It's not bad. I'll tell you. I'm telling you what. I shook it up. I don't really see anything anywhere. Fuck yeah. I'll tell you. I like it. The Firewood 11 OG Omni. Got to play with those two tonight. I don't know how much longer I'm going to stream, but let's talk about Black Friday again, just in case you missed it. We've been taking a lot of time to refine our wood ecosystem. And now all of our devices, all of our wood units will come stock with the threaded interface. So we can lock our engine directly onto the threaded interface to eliminate the O-ring connection from the stem to the engine. Very, very, very secure fit, which feels really, really nice. And then you can still use that adapter if you want to use this with any 8mm engine. So you still have that full modularity that you're used to. XL or micros. The introductory sale is going to be on bog oak units specifically, but if you're interested in just a stem, we're going to have XL and micros. This is a micro if you've not seen it before. And we'll have multiple wood species, 8 different wood species to choose from with both the XL and micro sizes. This is my pink ivory micro. We've got the nice airport divot, very easy to find. And this is in a nice position so you can still flutter the micro, or when our airflow valve comes back in stock, you can cover just one of those air holes and just inhale with the airport wide open. Then we got the co-pilot clip, which is an optional co-pilot multi-tool, if you will, to debowl your device, take it apart. It works as a tool to disassemble. It fits perfectly inside of your chamber. So if you want to debowl on the go, you can. That one got real dark, right? You can. Also, it's like the ultimate minimal carry. You can swing that you can swing the co-pilot over the airports. What we got here? Boom. If you want to obstruct those airports, so visually, it really just looks like a pen. And then check this out. Let me give you a tip here. Let me give you a tip. When you go to put this in your pocket, use your finger. I might do that. Yeah. Use your finger. Where we at, camera? To lift that up, so it'll slide in your pocket real easy. Boom. See that? Make sure it's obviously not hot, but it's like the ultimate minimalist carry. And if this is what you have in your pocket when you're out and about, you can leave it on a table like this to let it chill and cool. So you can like have a sesh, let it chill for a second. If you don't have your cooling stand or your case with you, and it'll stop it from rolling off a table, but also keep the hot engine off of any surface. And then of course you could take your stuff apart and all that fun jazz. Let's hit this. Let's go XL. Look, I'll show you this super. Look at that. So nice. And then you still throw the co-pilot on. So what I do is if I have a micro, I throw the co-pilot on the top fin. If I have an XL, I throw the co-pilot on the bottom fin. And then what's cool is, boom, check this out. Again, covers that airport for in your pocket. And you don't have to worry about anything coming off because this is a completely threaded connection. So there's no O-rings or anything for this to accidentally come apart in your pocket. Super dope. It's I know it's not a super major like revelation, but I think it's really fucking dope personally. Here's what it looks like together. Oh yeah. And then we've got the new stand with that new geometry. Now of course this will work with your titanium devices as well. If you have a Simrell titanium, it'll work. And then we've got the case for the Simrell. Open her up. AVB, or this is the AVB area with a pin that you can store in there and take it apart, or debowl in the AVB area. You've got storage area here, gaskets around the storage and the device storage, TPU gaskets plus your cooling stand. Then if you're on the go and you need like a portable sesh area, that top drops down so you can have a nice little sesh space. And then when you're done with your AVB, you can empty it. These will be coming also 11/28. A lot of fun stuff on the way, chat. I'm hyped about it. I hope you guys like it as much as I do. Peep this. Look, so I just took this, the engine off of this, right? So what I could do is I could take this adapter, cover those threads, and then if I want to, this is the closest that I have next to me. Oh, you know what? Let's do a micro tempest. Because we can. There you go. A little micro tempest for you. So any 8mm engine will fit. So your other parts can be used with other devices if you decide to change your size or whatever. It's pretty cool. I fuck with it heavy. There's a lot of modularity. How's a firewood to clean? Pain in the ass? No. I don't think so. You can take everything out and clean it if you want to. I haven't got to a point where I have to thoroughly clean it though to give you like any accurate feedback, but I can tell you that so far it seems pretty easy and straightforward. Gonzo, you're getting an AR for Black Friday? Fucking send it. I like the Nike sweats. Appreciate you. I like to fucking do the full sweat fit is what you're gonna catch me in when it starts getting cold. I don't want to wear a fucking suit. I don't want to wear none of that shit. I want to be comfortable and warm, bro. I get people, some of my buddies clown all the time because I'm always in a sweatsuit. And like, really, Austyn, you can't wear jeans? And I was like, no, dude, I don't want to fucking wear jeans. I want to wear fucking sweatpants and a sweatshirt. And hopefully they goddamn match. Sorry, bro. I like to be comfy. Definitely getting a micro for that reason. That's funny. You use your spare Boggo Sam with your QOQ engine? Hell yeah. See, I need a fucking I need to get one of those. I don't have a QOQ. All right, let's by the way, you can heat with the co-pilot clip on. You don't have to take it off. So like, say you're somewhere and you don't have a place to set it down, you can still use it with it on. It's not gonna get hot. You're not gonna burn yourself. Sometimes I'll run it with it on, or sometimes I'll take it off, set it on the table, so I know when I'm gonna go de-bowl, I can just scrape everything out. God damn. That motherfucker slaps, dude. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. Wait. Oh my god. It's so good. These wood units are so good. I like them all. Titanium, wood, micro, whatever the fuck you want. But motherfuck does it hit. It's always crazy playing with other shit and coming back to the Simrell. Like I was just running the OG Omni. Obviously that Firewood 11. But fuck, man. The strength of very similar bowl sizes is wild with the Simrell, man. Obviously, I made it, so take that with a grain of salt. But it's facts. I'm not gonna spit bullshit at you. Look at that. I can just take this co-pilot off and just de-bowl. I'm not gonna spit that out on my floor. You know, put it back on. Boom. Actually, no, let's take it off and let's let it chill. See how fast I de-bowled that, though, by the way? That's how fast the stand cools this thing. I know, listen. I know that the Simrell is an investment. I understand that. But grab a Simrell in a stand and it'll perform like 3 different devices that you would have to pay at least $600 to experience those different forms of vaporization at the quality of the vapor production. Just because something blows clouds doesn't mean it's a good vape, doesn't mean it's a good quality vapor experience. There's levels to this vapor experience. There's levels to this shit, man. I promise. Okay. Got the whole kit with glass cooling stem for $45 from Wesley. Damn, that's cheap. Do you stop doing that WPA and other wood type? That stuff is absolutely amazing. You're talking about the 14 mil? Yeah, no, we're just doing Blackwood right now. I want to update it at some point. Maybe next year we'll update the WPA. Right now I'm just focused on the new wood stems. The stem's starting to feel a little naked without the copilot on there. I really like the aesthetics of this a lot. And look, you put this like this. Look, you put this like this on your desk. Now, obviously, your engine won't be as fucked up as beat up as mine because I'm intentionally beating it the fuck up and not cleaning it. But you put this on your desk like that, people are gonna think this is a fucking pen. See how I covered the air ports with the clip? You can slide that over, expose the air ports, or close it. Listen, people are gonna think this is a fucking pen. Because you can hide those airports. Isn't that fucking sick though? Listen to me. It's so cool. It's like, as simple as it is, it's fucking executed really well. I was real particular about the clip. The Copilot. It had to be right. What am I doing here? Let's go full convection. Large flame. Pull at the first click. Should take about 10 to 15 seconds depending on like your level of butane, for example. Listen, a piano in the hands of a child is gonna make noise. A piano in the hands of Beethoven is gonna make music. This is the piano. Once you figure out how to play it, it'll fucking sing the tune, or it'll play the the tune you're listening to. Or you want to hear. James Bond level, cool. Dude, I gotta. This is kind of cool though. I just uncover the airports like that. What 199 setup wood is your favorite? Which one? Ah, fuck. Any of them? Here's my thoughts. If you're getting a Simrell for the first time and you don't have any experience with it, and you're like, dude, that $199 price point is fucking clutch. The one I would recommend is the XL, the full or just the full length. I don't know why I call these the XL, because what's the standard version? You know what I'm saying? I was talking to my buddy that the other day. He's like, it's so stupid you call them the XL because what's the standard length? And I was like, that's a very good fucking point. Someone just called this the standard length, but our standard length devices are going to be the one I would recommend to start with. And then if you want to experiment, start playing around, get a more compact system, then grab a micro. Or during the Black Friday sale, you can get the full length unit and a micro in whatever wood species you want for the same price as what these are going to be full retail. So bear that in mind. I think that would be, if I had to give you an opinion or a recommendation, I think that's what it would be, because you're gonna get really good length to be able to heat it all up, and you're not gonna feel like it's too small, or I'm trying to think of what potential negatives would come from a micro being your first experience of a Simrell. And I wouldn't say there's very many, but there would be probably size being the biggest. So that the standard one will be a better experience, I think, to start. Hopefully that makes sense. Let's do another convection rip. I'm gonna do a scoop pack. So here's what I mean. This thing's completely empty. I'm gonna take it, I'm gonna scoop some bud in there, I'm gonna knock off whatever's over pouring, and I'm gonna lightly tamp what's left. I find usually when I rip this, the bowl ends up being about a half pack. So you're talking about a 0.05 load size is what I'm about to run here. A 0.05, let's do convection rip of that. And with the Simrell, there's no need to rotate this fast. You can rotate it slowly. That was really good. I am invincible. 3 clicks. Add CNTs, make a wish does end soon. Yeah. Yep. What time is the drop on Black Friday? I don't know that number yet. I just know it'll be 11/28. Whatever gets the club set up is going to be ecstatic. It's a whole lot of size. There's a whole lot of things. Whoa, choo choo. I'm not even gonna read which. I'm gonna put it up immediately. Trevor is thinking, wait, I had a pen style vape 10 years ago. Called it the Zen pen, then Grasshopper. You can pretend to take notes while drinking from Tafable. You can pretend to take notes while drinking. Yeah, they're pen. I really wish I got one of those, Chew. The fucking Grasshoppers. I was always hesitant because of the battery problems, and people were like, this company ain't worth the shit because they ain't gonna fucking take care of you, or the batteries were shit or whatever the fuck. So I never got any. I never got one. But I wish I would have. Did you see what I'm calling it though, Chew? I'm calling it the Copilot clip. That's the name I decided, the Copilot. I think it's a good name. What do you think, Chew? What do you think about Copilot? Ha 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 ha. No. You made a good point there, too. Because I didn't want to fucking... That's going to be a can of fucking worms that aren't even necessary. You threw out your grasshopper? You threw it out? Like, you literally threw it out? You threw it out, like, in the garbage. Makes me a little sad. One little tear. I should get a tear tattoo, and it's not gonna be because I murdered somebody. It's gonna be because Agent threw away a fucking grasshopper. BT Dubs, here's the there's the AVB on that little .05 bowl. What the fuck? Damn. It's a part of vape history, which is why I want one. Making a mess over here. I'm gonna do another scoop vape, another scoop hit. That was actually a technique that Bud, I got from Bud with the little scoop for the .05 pack. Look at it. Watch this convection hit. 0.05, and watch how fast I can hit this and cool down and touch it. You ready? You ready? It takes about 10 to 15 seconds to get to the first click. You want to pull at the first click because the second click comes immediately after. Ooh, it'll get you. Whew. Look at that. Look at that. I'll even throw the Copilot back on. Fuck it, probably less than 30 seconds or less than 60 seconds. Here's the boom. That's the AVB, not burnt, very even. Bada bing, bada boom. Carnivore, what you got? Just got the Blackwood Sandblasted today in the mail. Hell yeah. Simply the best in my opinion. I now have 4. Wow. Not sharing with my friends when they come over. I'm gonna shoot now sharing with your friends when they come over, and we're not rolling blunts. That's just wasting flour. With all the money I saved on herb, I bought more Simrells. Hell yeah. See, that makes me excited because I used to smoke a bunch of blunts all the time. And passing these motherfuckers around, one, it'd be a miracle to not get a blunt back fucking wet from saliva, fucking gross. But if somebody's sick, that's a fucking problem. These devices are meant to be personal. It's a personal. Oh, you want to hit a Simrell? Here's the link. You grab one. You can try mine. You want to try it and make sure you like it? Cool. But you should get your own. So then we can just sesh. You know what I'm saying? And you ain't got to pass on the back and forth. If you want to have a little bit more than your homie, or your homie wants to have a little bit more than you ain't got to worry about it. You're saving so much more bud. It's so much more flavorful and potent and just much gooder. That makes me happy to hear, though, Carnivore. I like that a lot. Thank you for sharing that with me. You paid $69 for a concentrate adapter that never came out. Did you ever get your money back or no? Yo! Justin, how you doing, buddy? It's been a while, man. This guy right here, Mr. Mudjaw, takes the best photos I've ever seen. And phenomenal videographer. But instead of pursuing his talents, he is a firefighter. Shouts out to Mr. Justin. My man out here saving lives and shit. I wanted him, Mudjaw specifically, to come and take my photos and do videos and shit for me. But he's like, I'm a firefighter, dude. I gotta save lives and shit. And I'm like, I can't really argue with that, dude. You know? Bradley, you still get your magic flight? I got one. I got the flight and the mod dib. So far, the only device that I feel like has genuinely lied to my face and fooled me was my PAX when I knew nothing about dryer vaporizers. That's fair. The PAX is mids. Paid so much, was so mad at it that I didn't try dryer vaping again for another 6 months when I bought a Mighty. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's why we got to be very important where we get our information. I love laying my black wood on the table. I bet you fucking do. What you got here, Chew? It's kind of odd that you told folks over and over to not do that torch style. Instead, hold beyond flame tip and be patient. Even the creator can learn from the student. That's right, Chew. So, to be specific, hybrid using a small single flame torch, or actually any convection or conduction zone. When you're using a small flame torch, a small single flame, you have to use the outside. But the rules change a little bit when you go to a Blazer Spitfire like that. You bury it quick to get it really hot quickly in that convection zone, fully load that thermal capacitor before that heat has enough time to transfer to the threads on the chamber to add conduction. You want to get it as hot as you fucking can, as quick as you can. Then you start ripping it. Phenomenal convection. That's where the rule breaks and you start playing the piano like Beethoven. You know what I'm saying? Never got your money back. Grasshopper ruined the dryer vape for me for so long. It took some work to finally get me into a Dynavap. Damn, what are you running now? That's wild. See how fucking bad that sucks? Somebody gets a shit device, they have a shit experience, and they're like, this shit's mids, this don't even work well. You know? I already debowled that, right? Yeah. I need to make some videos. on different ways to hit this device. We need to start sharing. We need to start sharing this with people so people can see how well the Simrell can work and how to get the most performance out of it from the person who made it. That'd be a pretty good idea, I think, huh? Woo! Another .05er. Damn. Two vapey vapes. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. You're running a mini nail ball vape and dabs. Okay. Mozart is a better analogy. All right, Chew. Fuck Beethoven. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Chew, the stream is not the same unless you're here. Lucas Joyner had the same sweats as you do. Now I have to have it. Yeah, now you gotta have them, bro. I got them at Kohl's. Listen, look, I'm 6'3", I'm a big dude, and normally these things fucking shrink on me. The Nike gear does. Get the big and tall. Get the big and tall. I got an XL tall. It fits real fucking good. It's not shrinking on me this year. All my other Nike sweatsuits last year all fucking shrank over the fucking however many months I was wearing them. And my lady was watching the fuckers shrink. Big and talls. Kohl's, they usually have pretty good deals. I'm gonna see if Kohl's have any Black Friday deals. I'll stock up on some more of them. I'm fucking picky though. I had to have the matchy. Don't judge me, okay? Alright, cool. Did you try the Vaporizer dab glass attachment thing? I have not. I have it, but I have not. Notorious, it's hard to convert my mates. Down under 90% of Aussies mix their green with tobacco, so they got that nick addiction. Have you tried putting tobacco and cannabis in the Simrell? I've never done that. I wonder how that works. Are you still planning on early next year for stainless steel thermal capacitors? Hype for those. You want a secret, Domo? I'm gonna tell you a little fucking secret. I'm hoping before the end of the year. That's my dirty little secret. Here's what it depends on. I'm gonna tell you what it depends on if we get it through the end of if we get it available at the end of the year for Christmas, or if it's gonna have to wait until next year. That's gonna depend on how Black Friday goes, because we'll see what that does and what orders are like. I'm even thinking about if I sell out of inventory that I have, and we still got some time left for the sale period or the promotion, I might offer a back order option. That way, anybody who's in the space, they know about the promotion, they want to take advantage of the promotion, and they're able to take advantage of the promotion. I don't want them to lose out on that fucking deal. It's a fire deal. I'm fucking telling you. I'm not doing it again. So it's like a fucking, this is it for $199 for this setup. But anyways, I might do a back order. I've been thinking about it. If you know, you know. I'll take care of you. And if that gets wild, then maybe we don't have the ability to get them out on stainless. But I've been working like actually planning for Black Friday for the first time ever and working on building inventory. So we'll see what happens. I don't fucking know. I don't know. I'm gonna try. That's my little tidbit of information there. I've been really trying hard to get inventory in. I've been trying. Hunter's been putting in fucking work too. Overtime every week. Like, Hunter really fucking giving it his all, which I'm really impressed with, actually. And while he's running the machine, I'm helping with everything else. So we're able to move a little faster, build a little bit more inventory. See what happens. We're trying, though. We're trying to improve every day. Every day I try to be better than I was yesterday. We'll take the heat off that for a second. Let that heat transfer. Give it some more. Ooh. Ooh. Yeah. I don't know. I don't fuck with tobacco. You're 6 foot and not fat, so it's hard to find good fitting clothes, but I bought one of his shirts and it fits amazing. Good. Probably give you nick poisoning. Be strong. That'd be fucking wild. I gots to get a stainless. Yeah. Yeah, I think y'all are gonna be really fucking pleased with what I'm doing with the stainless. We do not vape tobacco in Oz, but yep, smokers do mix. Interesting. Some with that stainless, I know. I know. Some people are looking for what the stainless is gonna provide. I remember when I was playing with both of them. I had to make a decision on what I wanted to run. Do we want to come out with all Thai first, or do we want to come out with all stainless first? And I felt as if the all titanium and producing that hybrid creamy vapor that is edged out in Thai. Like titanium build does taste better than stainless. I'm gonna tell you that right fucking now. But stainless fucking smacks. So it's like, think about what you get out of Thai. And the titanium is also really fucking strong. Like the titanium also smacks, but the stainless hits harder than the titanium. It's gonna be just, I'm excited because this is what I think a lot more of the enthusiasts are looking for, like y'all and other people that are already got a bunch of devices and they chase those big, heavy, dense rips. I think this is what you guys are gonna want. The Thai is also really great. Don't get me wrong, I fucking love it. It's literally my favorite of the two. The Thai is my favorite. Like, I released what I wanted out of that decision. I was like, I want this one. This is it. The stainless, though, I think y'all gonna fuck with the heavy. It's a fucking ripper. It's a ripper. What's up? How you doing? Santa smokes a pipe. You should announce a Simrell pipey pipe for 2026 as a Christmas miracle. Eliminate blasted O-ring tech in my poker pipe. You don't like that O-ring functionality, Chew? Come on, man. I feel though. Well, I've got the MVP. I don't know if many of you have heard that before. I've said it before. Some people know. Some people have seen it. But it's the modular vortex pipe. And I've had it for some time now. Just haven't had time to make it. The amount of like stuff that I have, just I've not had time to do. Like, I'll show you this. Where's it at? I made this back in 2019. So this is 14 mil. But I don't know if you see that. There's a bearing on that. Made that 2019. I want to bring those out for the Simrell. So you can just literally just spin it while it's in there. Heat it. Oh, tie first was the choice. Only pick one, get tied, but stainless will be fine. Yeah, I feel that. Adam, you just ordered a YLL 3.0 from Pete. Excited to try all the heat zones with the Relly. Austyn, you should get Pete on after hours. That'd be fun. That'd be fun. That'd be fun. Just have a fucking sesh with Pete. I bet you I could probably make that happen. Just be like, all right, Pete, let's just sesh, bro. We're not talking about anything in particular. Let's just sesh, dude. What are you using today? You know what I'm saying? What do you think about the current space? You should do that. You want to see what that AVB looks like? I'll show you. From that convection rip. So good. I like that a lot. I'm kind of like, I want to run that in the micro. Look at that. See all I'm doing? Just swapping that. I just keep these. And just like that, I got a fucking micro ready to go. Scoop. A little scoop pack is 0.05. 0.05 is what I'm running. I know a lot of people are. I don't know why I've been seeing so much negativity towards load size in a vaporizer. Quite interesting, but if you manage your tolerance, you can fucking oh my god. Whoa. Ooh. The terp tingle. Wow, wow, wow. That convection rip was fucking wild in the micro. I've not ran it like that. Not with a small bowl like that. Oh my god. The terps, the comfort, everything about that was really nice. Oh shit. Maybe that's the ticket. And this is like still light green. I could have pushed it harder than that. I'm gonna push it harder than that. Look at this. Oh yeah. Look at that. Look how light that is. Wow. Damn, I'm gonna try that again. Let's push that a little harder. Look, all I'm doing is a little scoop load. A little scoop load. Okay. Let's let that cool down a little bit though. Let's let it cool down a little bit. Damn. Is the convection high flow cap still in the works? I've got ideas. Travis. Modular vortex pipe, yeah, it's super dope. MVP sounds like one of Kale's names. Oh, because he's doing all the sports theme? Yeah, I can see it making sense over there. Is my Aroma 3 still crazy gunked? I'm leaning towards BCG over Aroma 3. They both get gunked pretty crazy. I haven't cleaned any of my grinders. I really should. So yes, that one's still fucking caked up. My Brilliant Cut grinder's caked right now. Was that Street Shark on your? Was that Street Shark on my bag? Yeah. Gonna grind that grinder in the dust. Yeah, that's facts. You're running a Simrell Titanium Vortex with a black Graphite Hyper 9 engine, armored cap for that toasty one hit. Hell yeah. Could you show us all 3 heat zone insert depths with the YLL 3.0? I have that on the website if you want to look at that and get a visual of where to set those. You'll be able to see that easier in the photos than you can in person or in the video. I used yesterday only 0.06 in my Simrell and I heated it up 3 times and it was only WAUs. What's WAU? Also, I'm glad you really like it. Let you check out that cooling stand. I got you. There's the cooling stand. I don't know if you've seen the co-pilot though. The co-pilot's also sick. This goes here. I mean, you can put it wherever the fuck you want, but you know, boom, little co-pilot action. All right. Damn. That works. That works. Let me see what mine looks like. Mine's still pretty. I mean, I got mine beat up a little bit. Yeah, that's true. No, Black Friday, 11/28. Yeah. Yeah, feel that. Does a newsstand whistle? I don't fucking know. I couldn't never get my first one to whistle. I know y'all fuckers were saying this shit whistles. I don't even know how the fuck y'all were getting on the whistle. Like that? Fuck. I can't show that to my daughter, bro. She'd be like, Dad, can I get a whistle? I'll tell her it's a fancy whistle. That's hilarious, too quick. What size did you get in the big and tall Nike? XL for the hoodie and large for the sweatpants. The extra large, big and talls were a little frumpy on me. They're a little frumpy. So the large is our clutch. Never made you stand whistle. Now you can. Now you know. It's a survival whistle. That's facts. You're gonna find them. Look, y'all about to be out here blowing on your stands. Fucking whistling and shit. I guess if you're in a club or you're somewhere with a bunch of people, you can call the homies. You can call the homies. Performance off that is wild. The performance off that is wild. It's funny, I made a prototype micro a while ago. Looks like this. Here's an earlier version of one. That's an early prototype, and now this is kind of the refined version of it. But when I was running this, I was like, yeah, it's okay. I didn't love it. I was like, it works, but it didn't feel right with the Simrell. But refining it, making some tweaks. That micro with that fucking quick convection rip with that large torch is beautiful. It's such a great, fast convection rip. That's faster than some battery-powered devices take to get to temperature. Literally lives on my stand while you said that. See what I'm saying? I'm not fucking crazy. Listen, some of us, we've all got a touch of the tism or something. I literally am right now. That's hilarious. So many jokes to make right now, but I'm gonna chill. Send them, bro. Just keep blowing, you'll be rewarded. Oh shit, my man's about to hyperventilate. I just can't stop. Oh shit. Dude, jokes are totally okay, man. Listen, I like to joke around over here, man. I don't like to be serious all the time. I'm not gonna be offended by a fucking joke. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gotta walk over eggshells over here. Titanium sleeve for Black Friday also? No. Nope. It'd be great, but no. A touch of the tism, that's right. Try doing it and wiggle the stand around. It makes a wild noise. Fuck. Listen, I can't be doing that because my son's probably trying to sleep upstairs. It's gonna be loud as fuck. I can tell you ain't got no kids if you're blowing that goddamn whistle stand at 11 o'clock at night in the house. I'm fucking dead, dude. I am dead. Oh, shit. Good luck on the Kohl's tips. They have some good deals. Fuck yeah. Do they have deals right now? Hold on. I was just saying I want more. Oh shit, Black Friday deals start online in 2 hours, specifically. I like that there's a countdown timer on there. Black Friday deals start online in X amount of hours, minutes, and days. I wonder if I can do that on my website. Can we do that? Is that a thing? Can we put a Black Friday deals countdown? Like this starts in, boom. Yo, and then like maybe give a... And then maybe give like a preview of what's coming. That'd be fucking dope. I don't know if that's possible though. I'm in an apartment, but you work here? Hell yeah, that's fucking hilarious. So what are they gonna call me? That's hilarious. So how do you feel about grown men wearing jean shorts? Where would you fucking want? Where would you want? You know what I'm saying? If you're wearing, listen, if you about to hit me with some jean shorts, some New Balances, and some tall socks, you need a Corvette. You know what I'm saying? That's where I'm at with it. That's where I'm at with it. Let me get this convection again. Such a nice color. Look, a little scoop. By the way, depending on your heat zone that you're running with the Simrell, change up your packs. The way you pack your device. If you're gonna do a convection rip, don't do a fucking tight tamp. You're not gonna get a good experience. Do a light little scoop, maybe a little straw technique, a small little, just enough so it doesn't fall out. I'm gonna bury this bitch. We're like almost buried it all the way to the front. Hopefully it don't blow down up. See what happens. Boom. That wasn't terrible, and that was quick. I don't even know how fast that was, but it was fast as fuck, boy. A terrifying amount of moisture is now condensed in my cooling stand. That's hilarious. You got booted from chat? What the fuck you do? How'd you do that? I didn't even boot nobody. I don't even know how to do that. Don't do anything, but I don't even know how to do that. Try living next to me. I'm gonna be firing off 5.56 NATO rounds next week, shooting at steel targets. Hey, as long as you've got everything safe, Gonzo, do it. Yeah, that would be really cool having a countdown. I agree. That would be real cool. That would be real cool. All right, what time is it? It's 10:53. All right. Well, look. It's been a good sesh. It's been a good sesh. I'll tell you what, having both that shorty or the micro and the standard stems installed already with the stinger, all you gotta do is just swap them for size. That's real clutch. That's real clutch. I want to show you what that AVB looks like from that last rip. Very very golden, or golden zone rip. Where's my fucking... Look at this. Look at that. You can go darker if you want to. You can hit that again if you wanted to. I don't want to though. It's such a small amount. Let's hybrid this one. Another really good way to hit the Simrell is, right now I'm doing a hybrid heat, and I don't know if you can tell, but I'm just slowly spinning it, and I'm moving my torch up and down, all the way to the bottom of the heat exchanger, and all the way up until right underneath those air intakes. You don't want to blast in the air intakes because you don't want that thermostat disc to click prematurely. But when I get my first low temp click here, I'm going to move to the convection zone and heat only that thermal capacitor until the second click. So I'm going to add some more convection into that hybrid hit. So there's my first click. So now I'm going to keep my torch right at that convection zone, get my secondary click and rip it. Whoa, fuck. Oh. Oh shit. See, in rips like that, I'm totally okay with giving myself a fucking second to breathe, collect myself, and when I'm ready to take another rip, I'll just repack it real quick. And by the time I'm ready to take another rip, it's chill, it's cool, it's ready to go. I mean, you gotta load it, but you know what I'm saying? Whew, man. It's neat. I really enjoy the setup. I'm really happy when I hear other people do too. Found a blue Raz Chew Pop in your kid's Halloween candy. Fucking score. Listen, bro. So, literally, look. The cheat code. Absolute cheat code for Halloween. Let your kids go out and collect the candy. Okay? And when they get back, you gotta go through the candy anyways. Make sure there ain't nothing sketchy in there. And you just have dad tags. You know what I'm saying? I got dad tags too. You know, that's what it is. And it's funny too, because sometimes, so whenever I take a bite of my daughter's food or something, I say dad tags. She'll like get creative, and when I'm about to eat something or she sees that I'm eating, she'll bite it and say daughter tags, J tags, ha ha ha. It's funny. Can you show that OG Omni condenser and mouthpiece up close for those unfamiliar? Yeah. Look. So I just got this in and I'm hyped about it. Add it to the collection. I at least got to hit it one time for the one time. Here we go. So the Omni condenser has a threaded condenser that threads up and down on these threads, and then there's a taper in the front of their mouthpiece, and there's a taper in the back of these titanium tips that interface with that taper on the front of the condenser, and it acts like a needle valve. It works. It's their original, the OG, the original Dynavap design of a condenser and mouthpiece system. Yeah, fucking wild. You know what? That's facts. You can see the resemblance of the 2017. Yeah, with the, you're talking about the blocky tip. Is that what you're referring to? Yeah. Alright, where we at? Okay, well, here's where I'm at. It's 11 o'clock, it's a good time to stop. It was a little fun stream, just a little Simrell session science. We got to play with the Firewood 11 and the Triple X Simrell stem. Then we did the OG Omni, which I did a little trade for with a community member because I really wanted to add this to the collection, and they were looking for a dryer vaporizer of the current times, which is the Simrell. That is different than what they had from 2016. So almost 10 years later. So we did a little tradesies, and I hooked them up. Got him a good little gift care package. Super hyped on it too though, because it's gonna go to a good home. I think might have one more OG to get, maybe, for the Omni lineup. but that's exciting. Anywho, what else did we do? We went over Black Friday, 11/28, actual Black Friday day. We're going to be doing an introductory price on the Simrells, the Heritage Simrells. Oh, I got ideas. Hold on. I gotta send it real quick while it's fresh in my mind. All right, you guys talked me into it. We'll do one more. But anyways, these will be available. Introductory price, $99. Newsstands will be available. Stems by themselves will be available. We went over all that, right? All the accessories, yada yada. We've still got the Danny Punch to play with, the Flare, the Vong X, the Back M. We can play with the Tempest 2 some more. I got the new case and accessories, the new reload, all that fun jazz. Ooh. If you guys have a Simrell and have not picked up a bigger torch, like the Blazer Spitfire, for convection zone only. Convection zone only is the use case with the Simrell, to be specific and clear. I'd recommend trying it. And if you have something similar, not a big shot. I don't even think I got a feel on this. No. Not a GT 8000. Okay, there's a difference between these two. See what I'm saying? But if you're in a rush and you want a real quick rip, fucking 20 seconds, start to finish, pack your bowl, go. Anyways, that's all I got for you. I'm out. Fucking appreciate y'all. Y'all are the best. Let people know we got some heat coming for Black Friday. This is when you're gonna wanna, I'm telling you, it's when you're gonna wanna grab something. Really, the other stuff's gonna be inventory. The Black Friday deal, the biggest deal is just like the introductory wood. But the restock of shit's gonna be dope. Anyways, whatever, man. I'm out. Appreciate you. Okay, bye.